What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Bernie back. Still trying to work out this camera angle. I ain't got no holder. You know, I'm holding this with my hand and all that. So video number whatever, video 100, video 60, video 8. I don't know. So basically, CDL school is going pretty smooth so far. You know, the weekend that just passed, we went over some more classroom stuff, which I'm gonna get into in a second. And like the week before that, we did some log booking and all that, and of course we did some more driving and all that. You know, I'm still up in there. As of right now, I got how many more weeks I got? Probably got about like 3 more weeks to my road test. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident, you know. The last couple of weeks we've been driving out in that 10 speed. We really wasn't driving road test procedure wise, you know, as far as calling out hazards and, you know, whatever else is involved with that road test. It's really just getting acquainted with the truck and all that, how the truck move, how to shift, how to downshift, turns, all that stuff, you know. So, you know, when you're driving at 10 speed, it's just basically learning how to drive a truck, get comfortable behind the wheel. Because, you know, especially when you go OTR, you know, 10 speed is like the standard. You know, they also got the 13 speeds, the 12 speeds, and all that, the 9 speeds. You know, if you could drive the 10 speed, you could drive any speed there is out there. You know, your 6 speeds are normally like your local stuff, like your UPS trucks. I think some UPS trucks are 6 speeds or whatever. I don't know. I ain't in the game yet, so I really can't tell you guys what kind of trucks are local and all that. But so yeah, so last weekend we did what did we do? We did some shit in the classroom, which like I'm about to get into real quick. But yesterday, Sunday, we did parallel parking and all that. I like that shit. So, in my opinion, that parallel parking is pretty damn easy. You know, it took a couple times to get it, but I got it towards the end of it. You know, so basically, what you do is you get your truck straight. You get your truck straight. You stop. You know what I'm saying? Stop. You turn the wheel 1 complete circle to the left, right? So then you go in reverse. And as you're going in the reverse, your trailer is going to angle towards the curve. So you got to get your truck at a good angle towards the curve. You know what I'm saying? So once you find that angle, you stop. Then you turn the wheel all the way to the right. So when you turn the wheel all the way to the right, you're trying to get your tractor straight with the trailer. So once that happens, you stop again. So now your tractor and your trailer is straight, but you're at the angle going towards the curve. What do you do then? You go straight back. So as you're going straight back to the curve, you want to make sure your back it's like a line right here. I don't know if you guys are gonna see it, but it's like a line in my mouth. Look like pause. I look like Star Wars or something. I don't know, but anyway. So when you go straight back towards the curve, you want to make sure that your trailer tires get about like 2 to 3 feet from the curve, and then when that happens, you stop again. So what do you do after that? You turn the wheel all the way to the right again. So now you turn the wheel all the way to the right, and you're going to look in your bottom mirror on the passenger side, because you parallel parking to the right. So you notice in the truck there's about 3 mirrors on the sides, most trucks. So you're going to look at the bottom mirror. You got the West Coast mirror, which is the big mirror. You got the little mirror on top, and then you got the bottom mirror. So you look at that bottom mirror, you're going to see the corner of your trailer. Now, the corner of the trailer, after you have turned the wheel all the way to the right, after getting your tires about 2 feet from the curve, the corner of your trailer is going to pop into that mirror, and it's going to kind of like get close to the curve. So once you see that corner of your trailer get to your curve, what do? You stop again. And then what do you do after that? You turn the wheel all the way to the left. And you just bring that tractor right back in there, and boy, so smooth. Anybody that's going to school and everything right now, every trainer is going to teach you different, but that's how I learned pretty much, So that's how I do it. I didn't hit the curve. Of course, naturally, I fucked up a couple times. First time I did it with the trainer. Of course, I did it with the trainer. Shit, did it great. Did it on my own. Fucked up. I had the trailer halfway in the middle of the street, but my tractor was straight. It was looking like a half a W or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I jackknifed my trailer in the street. It was wicked. But I did a couple more times. About like the fifth time, I pretty much got it enough to where on my road test, I would either get 5 points on it or no points. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm aiming for. That's my goal on the road test. My goal is to not hit no curves, do all my turns right, and stay under that speed limit, especially in school zones and all that. Even if school's not open, like I said, I don't know how it is in other states, but New York State, even if school's not open, and you go through a speed zone, and that shit says 15 miles an hour, you better be doing at least 12. On the real, you better drop that boy in the second, third gear and just cruise out the way. People are going to always blow at you and everything, but you know what? Fuck them. You're in a big truck. They see on the side of the truck that you're a fucking student driver. You're not out there yet. You're not the greatest driver yet, so the cars got to be patient. They got to understand. If they don't understand, fuck it. Let them pass you around. What can I do about that? What are you going to do about it? That's just cars. Even when I drive my car now, I still want to get around the truck, whether it's a student driver or it's a fucking UPS truck. I don't care. So basically, that's what I did the last 2 weeks. Mostly class work. And like I said, last week, or like 2 weeks ago, not the week that weekend just passed. It was 2 days class work, book work. And in the week that just passed, 1 day class, book work, and 1 day driving. But even though Saturday's class was pretty, I don't want to say boring, but it was very informative. Let's just put it like that. And that's what brings me to my topic today. Part 2 of CDL versus local. So I went earlier, if you look at my earlier videos, lay my seat back a little bit, kind of uncomfortable, yeah. So if you look at my earlier videos, I had made a video about going local OTR. I said some stuff and all that. And that was before I even, really got behind the wheel of a truck or anything like that. I was in the process of going to school. So now, this weekend that just passed, I went to school and we talked about filling out applications for different jobs. We watched all these videos. We watched videos from Snyder. We watched videos from USA Truck, Stevenson. They all trying to sell you that dream. Like, come work for us. We'll make you rich. I'm pretty sure a couple of y'all probably seen that video. But anyway, so one of the topics of that class was, well, do I want to go local or do I want to go OTR? So at my school, the trainers, some of them actually still work as far as like driving trucks and everything. And some of them got regular jobs. I think one guy, he does construction or something like that or whatever. But a lot of these guys, they either work local for a local company or they did OTR. So the guy that was teaching that class, he actually worked local. So he was breaking down the game of how the local and how the OTR works. Now, for anybody who's going to watch this video who's in the game, you already know what's going to come. But like I said, I only got 5 subscribers right now, so I don't know. Please don't just jump down my throat. But this is coming from people who was actually in the industry there. They're trainers. They went through this. So, if you're thinking about going local, let's just say company, let's use a company real quick. Let's use Conway, because that was the example they used, because that the instructor for that class, he actually worked for Conway for one point. And then he went to FedEx or whatever. So, let's just work for Conway. Now, I'm not saying Conway pays this or Conway pays that. I'm not saying none of that. So we're just going to use a number, a random dollar amount. Just for I don't know what you want to say. Just for the example. Let's say Conway pays you starting out. Let's say they start you at $20 an hour, right? All right, $20 an hour is cool. I could do that. And you work for Conway for, let's say, 5 years or whatever. And in between that 5 years, you get a raise to like $22 an hour, or even let's say you get a raise to $25 an hour, right? You've been at Conway for 5 years. You got $25 an hour. You started at 20. Okay. Now let's say Conway just started being a sucky job. You're not cool with the manager no more. You're trying to leave. Okay, so now you got 5 years driving experience, local driving experience. Okay. So let's say you still want to go local. All right. Now you go to a different company. Let's say you go to, I don't know, let's make up a name. Burden's local truck company. Okay, you go to Burden's local truck company. They say, well, you was at Conway for 5 years. What was your salary? Well, when I left, I was making $25 an hour. Okay, I was there for 5 years. So now Burden says, well, I know you got 5 years at Conway, but listen, we start all our drivers at $19 an hour. You know? So, basically, them examples is probably bad. I probably went over the head of a couple of y'all. Basically, when you go from local company to local company, depending on, if you was at one local company for 5 years and you go to the next one, you're not going to stick with that same pay. You're going to have to start from the bottom again and work your way up. I mean, sure, you might get a dollar or two more than somebody who, just started, but you're pretty much going to start at the bottom again and work your way up. And that's going to be every time you switch companies. So if you stay with one company for 5 years and you make $25 an hour, you go to the next company, chances are you're going to make less. You're going to take a pay cut. You know what I'm saying? That's the chances. How true it is, I don't know. Now, let's say you worked at a local company for 5 years. You was making $25 an hour. Let's say you was bringing home, $500 a week. Just saying, random number. Now, let's say you want to go OTR. Let's say you was driving with a local company for 10 years. So now you got 10 years CDL Class A driving experience for 10 years locally. So now you want to make the big switch to OTR. You think you're a big bad truck driver, right? Okay. You go to Swift or whoever's out there, Prime or whatever. You say, hey, I've been driving CDL trucks for 10 years now. Oh, that's great. You had any accidents? I had no accidents. You had any DWIs? None. Okay. You have any OTR experience? None. Okay, well, this is what we start you guys out with. We start you out with 30 cents an hour. 30 cents a mile. 30 cents a mile. What the fuck is 30 cents a mile? Didn't I just tell you got 10 years of driving experience? Yeah, you got 10 years driving experience, but you got 10 years local driving experience. OTR is a whole different ball game. So now you're pissed off. You wasted 10 years driving for Conway or somebody for $25 an hour, getting a decent check, and you want to go OTR now, you getting 30 cents a mile. And you have 10 years. You're like, what the fuck is this? You got to start at the bottom. So, with OTR, if you got, and again, this is according to trainers, if you got 10 years OTR experience, and you take that to another company that's OTR, that experience works in your favor. So instead of starting new drivers out at 30 cents a mile, let's say you take that 10 years experience to the next company. Oh, you got 10 years experience, OTR? Yes, I do. Any accidents? Nope. Any DWIs? No. Okay, great. Well, since you got experience, you got 10 years experience, we're going to start you at 70 cents a mile. Great. When can I start? That's how that works. Pretty much. So it's something to think about if you're trying to decide if you're going to go local or OTR when you first start off in this game. Now, as far as, say you start OTR and you want to go back to local. Now, this is where it plays a little bit of politics, because when you're OTR, you have, especially OTR, like when you go in all 48 states, you're traveling in all different sort of terrains. So when you bring that experience back local, more local companies are going to count your OTR experience. So let's say if, again, we use Conway again, I'm not saying Conway pays this, but let's just say you just came off working for Prime for 10 years, right? You want to go local, you go to Conway. Conway says, all right, if you start at 20, but since you was driving trucks for 10 years, I can start you off at 25 and you can work your way up to whatever, 30, 35 an hour. All right, that's better than starting at the bottom, But again, you're going to start at the bottom of that company. Even if you go OTR back to local, you start at the bottom. Because OTR and local it's the same thing, but it's considered two different things. It's like you got, I can't even think of a good enough example off the top of my head. But if you want to start off local, try to find a company within your first year or two that you could establish yourself with and stay for the long run. Don't just treat it like, all right, I work for company A, I could go to company B right now. I don't like B, I thought B was good, I'm going to go to C. Find yourself a company that you could grow yourself with. You know what I'm saying? Don't just jump around looking for that pay. Hold on. What's up? Yeah, I'm coming right now. Sorry, guys. Wife just said food is ready. So yeah, basically, if you're gonna go local starting out, and that's what you want to do, and when you're fresh out of school, you never really know what you want to do because you don't know what's out there. You don't know if you're gonna like local. You don't know if you're gonna like OTR. But these are things you gotta consider. Local is mostly by the hour. Some companies give overtime and everything. That's great. But in my opinion, I think OTR, as far as pay, I think OTR wins because a lot of OTR companies, you get paid per the mile, but sometimes you get detention pay. You get, some even have a deadhead pay. I seen something at school that said they pay you the deadhead to the next load. I don't know if that's the same as detention or whatever. You get layover pay. You get gas bonuses. Like, on top of that, let's say you starting out 30 cents a mile. If you doing your thing out there, you get all these extra stuff. Like, I was just watching the trucker named Jay's video, and he was thinking about doing something that's regional. And, they pay whatever he said they pay whatever. I don't know. I forgot what he says, but every time he drives through New York, he gets an extra $50 on top just because. So OTR, there's no ceilings as far as what you can make. Local, you're capped pretty much. There's only but so many hours in a day. OTR, these miles keep turning and turning and turning and turning. There's freight somewhere. Something they're gonna get shipped. As far as local goes, the perks of local is definitely being home with your family every night. And that's something I'm still considering, but I'm in it for the money too, so I can hold my family down, just take care of everybody and shit. So, that's the pros and cons right now of this thing, local versus OTR. So, if you start off local, like I said, within the first year or two, find a company that you could grow with, because every time you switch companies, you're gonna start from the bottom. They don't care if you have 5 years driving experience. If they start their drivers at $20 an hour, guess what? You're going to start $20 an hour every time you switch the company. You're going to start at their starting pay. Think about your job now. Every time you work somewhere, 9 times out of 10, you're going to start at their starting pay. That's the same with trucking. Sometimes those companies will take into consideration that you have been driving 5 years, got a good record and everything. I won't start you at the starting pay, but I'll start you at 50 cents more or $2 more, and you can work your way up. You probably work your way up faster, but you're going to start from the bottom. If you start off in OTR, all that experience counts when you go from company to company. So if you're driving 5 years for Prime and you want to go to Snyder and drive 5 years there, and then you want to go to Swift, you coming to Swift for 10 years driving experience, you're going to start at a much higher level than somebody entry level, off jump. All that experience counts. It's not like that with local. Local will start you at the bottom every time you switch companies. Now, this is coming from trainers. I don't know how true it is, but hey, these guys have done it. They have been there, and they schooling us on the game. So that's just things to think about. So me personally, like I said, I like the idea of local, but I like no ceilings, bro. You know, I got a ceiling in my car. I'm mad as fuck. You know, I like my money to go. You know, I like my money to pile, boy. But yeah, you know, just something for you guys to consider out there. You know, you got any questions? Like I said, I'm still in school. If you guys have any questions, leave it in the comments. I run it by my trainers. You know, I only go to school Saturday and Sunday, so I probably won't be able to answer your questions till that following Monday. But hey, it's worth a shot. You know, like I said, these videos are not just for me to look back and see how far I come, and for, you know, other people out there that's in my same position. You know, so this is my journey. If you want to know how everything's going on, look at my earlier videos, and you'll see everything that's going on with me and whatnot. But the wife is saying dinner's ready. I'm gonna make a video tomorrow for you guys. I'm gonna do a review of my school, break it down like I promised you guys weeks ago I was gonna do it. I'm gonna do it tomorrow for you guys. But this video right here, local versus OTR. In my opinion, if it's about the money, OTR. You can make good money local, but if you got a family, you don't be home every night, take that $20 an hour. There's nothing wrong with that $20 an hour. Really isn't. You know, but, you know, like I said, you find what works for you. Me personally, I kind of like that OTR lifestyle. I've been doing that when I was a kid, and I personally just feel you can make more money that way. I don't know how true it is yet. We'll see. I don't know yet. I'm not there yet. I'm almost there. 2 more weeks to my road test, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. Your boy, Bernie. Out.